Hello and welcome to a new team review. Today I'm going to showcase a team around Triple Fire, and this team is actually working really well. I played a lot of games with it yesterday and it was actually nice. He ran like a waterfall seeking against us, yeah. Water types with Triple Fire, as you might expect. Not the best, but it's actually playable. Of course, Seeking is not the best fire type, but here we get 2 shields, which is fine. We are like him kinda low, and we can go back into our Blaziken, which allows us to get some counter damage on him. But yesterday was still a horrible day. I think I still went positive, but I lost, I think, around 8 games to lag, which was like so bad. I haven't had that ever like recently. It was like horrible. You're also gonna see this game. I actually would have won this game easily, but I lost it to lag again in the end, which you're gonna see right now. I'm gonna kill this thing, and here my opponent destroys my Talonflame. That's totally fine. He goes for a Brave Bird right now, but look at the counter damage afterwards. He gets 3 counters in while I get 2 counters in. And this should not happen. Like, if I got my 2 counters in and I throw my charge move, which is what should happen there, I would have won this game easily, but he gets 3 counters in before I get my 2 counters in and my charge move. That's basically 6 turns with the 5 turns, so cool. Yeah, that's the game for you right now. I don't know. It's just like horrible. And I had like a lot of things like this yesterday. I had like one game where I lost because my opponent got a 3rd shield, where like my charge move just did not do any damage. Cool, thanks for that. Here we have a Kingdra. Kingdra is actually okay to deal with. I mean, we have Ring Attack, Dragon Claw, Charizard there, which is like really good. And here goes into Riftbloom. We have our Brave Bird here. Brave Bird does so much damage. We're just gonna go into our Talonflame and try to incinerate him down. I'm gonna shield here just in case. Goes to Shadow Ball, he goes to Shadow Ball, and he has a Venusaur on the back. There are so many people running Venusaur right now. It's just so fun to use this team against those people. It's just so much fun. It's just like like, especially if you see like grass type Pokemon, you nearly already won most of the time. It's crazy, unless you know, I have like double water in the back. Here we have Ampharos. Ampharos is also really difficult to deal with, to be honest. Ampharos is like one of the worst possible Pokemon as well, because we have like 2 flyer in the back. Not really good for us. Here we go for the Blaze Kick. We have to stay in a bit. I have to try to get some damage on him with our counter damage. I actually don't let this go. Look if I can get to my next Blaze Kick as well, so I get some extra damage on him. And he actually let it go, which is like really huge for me. Like, that's what I needed. He goes into Snorlax. I switch out immediately into my Swap, which is Charizard on this team, because it generates just energy way faster than everything else. And yeah, he goes into Venusaur. I'm just gonna go for my move. And yeah, it's just a good game already, basically. He has Snorlax. I could have went for Blast Burn there. I can't even talk anymore. Nice. But yeah, I went for Dragon Claw. I thought I would get it too, but didn't. It's still fine. We have our Talonflame here. I tried to actually catch the next Body Slam on my Blaziken, but he didn't go for back-to-back right away, which is, I guess, the right move, but does not really matter. We're not going to die from 2 Body Slams anyway, and we can just farm all the way down. Good game to my opponent. Here we have Blaziken against Swampert. Of course, Swampert is like horrible. I think I faced 2 Swamperts yesterday in like 20 matches. And so those games were not the best, of course. But I mean, yeah, you have some flaws there. But I haven't faced that many Swamperts yesterday, so it was alright. We're gonna see here, try to get this move on the... Oh, he went into Talonflame, but yeah. It's fine. Like, it's fine. He went out of the Swampert. Maybe I should have went into Talonflame here, because Charizard is better against Swampert, but still we're just in a bad spot right now. We have to kind of get like a shield or whatever. Does he go for the Brave Bird here, or does he try to... Yeah, he goes for the Brave Bird. Now I have to farm him down. I try to farm him down with my Blaziken. Yeah, but we're not in a good spot here. I have to try to get some more damage on him. I actually get to the Blaze Kick, which is cool. And he let it go, which is also good. But he has Scavenge in the back. If he actually... I think if he had something weak, like, I don't know, Venusaur or something in the back, I think we would have won this there, because... Yeah, we still had some health on our Blaziken, we could have counted him down, but it's okay. Here we have Blaziken against Obstagoon. Of course, that's a nice lead. He goes into Talonflame. I'm just gonna go for the Brave Bird and dip out of here. Like, I don't really have to care about that. He's just gonna shield, it's fine. I'm also have to shield now because we see Pita here. And I'm gonna go to my Charizard. Charizard is like way better against him. I have to shield here, I think. That's 100%. Oh, he goes for Hurricane? What a madman, why do you run Hurricane on this thing? I'm just gonna go for the Blast Burn. Blast Burn does more damage than the Dragonclaw here, and Dragonclaw wouldn't have been enough. I can go for another Blast Burn here. Do a lot of damage. I'm not really threatened by anything here right now. Can get to another move easily. Here he goes for a Night Slash, it's fine. Actually gonna switch out to save my Charizard there because we have some energy and depends on what he has in the back. He goes to Tickler Favor. Yeah, Fairy types against this team is just like the dream. Everything basically just Charm. Okay, other than Blaziken, for Blaziken it's neutral. But we have like such a good matchup against Fairy types for this team. It's just amazing. And yeah, he goes into the Obsidian. Yes, no play for him. This 1 KO we can farm down with Incinerates, and this is gonna be a good game. Next opponent we have. What do we have here? We have Venusaur. Yeah, okay, Venusaur, that's like, of course, really good. He goes into Machamp. This is fine for me. I have a Wing Attack. A Wing Attack does more damage here. I can farm down in the 2 shields. I know that he has Venusaur. I would get out of here with a lot of energy. I know that this is only a cross jump. That was way too early. So I'm just gonna farm all the way down. Now we have like nearly 2 moves ready. He goes into a Stunfisk, yeah. Good job there, going into a Stunfisk against a Fairy type with a lot of energy loaded. I take it definitely. So he was like double weak to fire here, which is like, it's actually really common. Like a lot of people run like Stunfisk, Venusaur cores, which are like double weak to fire, but it's just not good against this team, I guess. And we can go for 1 move here. We can farm all the way down with the Talonflame. There's nothing you can do. Can let it go. The only thing that threatened me is like Rock Slide or something like that from the Stunfisk. Into the next game, we have a Bummer's no lead, of course, really good for us. He goes into Kingdra, just gonna go for Run, Brave Bird, and Dip. Like, getting a shield here already is like really good. I can go for the swap into my Charizard and maybe even get to the Dragonclaw before him. No, I have to shield now. I hope I don't get debuffed because then we can farm down and we get debuffed, of course. Not a good spot. I have to go for 2 Dragonclaws now. At the best I can overfarm by like a bit, but not a lot. And he gonna let this thing go and goes into Talonflame. It's actually interesting. It's interesting. I can go for my Dragonclaw, and here I lag like for the move, like I cannot hit the bubbles there, which has happened to me like 3 times yesterday. It's like super annoying. I don't know what's wrong right now with the game, but not cool, not cool. And like I needed damage here actually, so I'm now in a very worse spot thanks to that. I kind of have to go into my Charizard, but I can go for another Dragonclaw here. I might let it go. He let it go. And he thinks, okay, he has 2 fires already done. He's gonna be fine here, but hey, look at that. We have a Talonflame. Perfectly fine for us. We can just farm all the way down. One Weather Ball does not KO us. We already got the move through, so there's nothing really he can do. And here we go against a German YouTuber actually, who runs Superior Elite, really good for us. And he goes into Blaziken. Hey, look at that. We also have like another fire type there, which has a Wing Attack. And he also Brave Bird, which is even better for me, because now I can just farm down. There's like nothing he can do. He does not get to another Brave Bird. And I have a lot of energy, and he goes into Talonflame. I'm gonna go straight into for the Blast Burn here, because Blast Burn does more damage. He actually shields. Good play there. Go for another Blast Burn. And he does not shield. And he has to throw right now. He does not throw, I get to another move here. Not the right play there for him. He definitely had to throw there, but yeah. We basically see him P-tie here, I guess. He goes for Flame Charge. I'm just gonna go back into my Blaziken. My Blaziken is kinda useless at this point. I'm just gonna let it go. If he wants to go for the Brave Bird, he can do that. He did not. And here he has the Superior still. And I'm just gonna let him farm me down, because I know that's like YouTuber, I kinda want to show him that I have triple fire. Sorry for the PM here or something like that. I just wanted here to show that I have 3 Pokemon. That's all. I could have easily finished off this game with my Blaziken alone. Oh, we have a Talonflame lead here, which is not that good, but I can go into my Charizard immediately, and he goes into an Umbreon. I kinda make a misplay here later on, I think. I can go for 1 Blast Burn, which put him basically at half health. But here we go, he goes for a Foul Play, it's all fine. Another Foul Play also gonna survive, so there's not a problem. But here I go for the Blast Burn, which of course would KO him from this range. But he's gonna shield, which is fine. And I'm gonna go for the Dranclaw here, which is kind of stupid. I should have tried to go for the Blast Burn or something like that, because what this does now is basically give me less farm on my Blazing. And yeah, less farm on Blazing is like not as ideal for me, of course. He goes back into Talonflame. I'm just gonna go straight to the Brave Bird. There's no reason for me to not do that. And I go into my own Talonflame. I actually got a shield here, because I expected Brave Bird. He goes for Brave Bird, and he has a Venus on the back. Good game there. Venus on the back is just like so good for this team. Especially if it comes up against the Talonflame, I can just farm down. And my opponent surrenders here. Like, we had a lot of people who surrendered against Triple Fire, which is funny. Next opponent, we have another Talonflame lead. We go straight into my Charizard. He stays in for a bit longer here. I'm gonna go for my Dragonclaw. I think Dragonclaw is better than like 2 shields for this matchup, so I'm just gonna go for that here. I'm gonna shoot the potential Brave Bird, which is only a flame charge, but now I know how I have to calculate the moves. I'm just gonna go for the Dragonclaw here. He has to shield. This might be a Brave Bird, so I'm gonna shield. And I got baited again, which is still okay. I can go for another Dragonclaw here, which is totally fine for me. He has to shield this. And I'm gonna try to catch the move on the Blaziken, which worked out pretty well. I don't know why I actually did that, but I guess. Oh, here you have a Fairy type, which is also really nice. I don't know if I should have caught the move on the Blaziken. I think maybe let it go and just try to farm down with Blaziken would have been a better play, but I mean, at least I caught it. And yeah, I can just buff my attack, and he has a Ninetales there, which is actually bad because Ninetales is like kind of bulky and does like a lot of damage with the charge move there, but we actually get to the Blast Burn like right before, and you're gonna be able to finish out this thing. And he surrenders here with the Talonflame because he knows he only gets 1 move in against me, and I was already like 1 move away from the Blast Burn. Here we have just lead, like for people who say, oh, water is so bad. Not every water type is so bad for this team. Jason, of course, like is decent against our team, especially in the lead, because counter damage does nothing and like everything is basically resisted here. But we have our Charizard. Wing Attack is nice. I know this is a Bubble Beam, so I just let go. I'm gonna go for the Dragonclaw, and I actually gonna get a shield here, which is interesting. He goes into Stunfisk, like, why? I still have Blast Burn here, which is totally fine for me. I tried to catch the move here, which didn't work out, sadly, but it's okay. And now I have to go for my own move, because otherwise he gets to the Earthquake. And I actually could have most likely farmed him down here, actually, but he got like an extra move, and here gets to move. This is an Earthquake. I get an extra move into my Talonflame though, but I go into my Charizard because I'm stupid, I don't know. Okay, maybe because I get more energy from that, because I can just get more Wing Attacks done. It's fine though, I guess. He goes for a Bubble Beam. I can farm down with the Talonflame. And he goes into the Stunfisk again. I can farm this thing down. And he has an Escavalier in the back game there. Nothing he can do anymore. That is a good game. And I think we go into the last game here against Eastside Pastor. Also like a streamer on Twitch. So if you haven't checked him out, just search for the name. He has an Altaria lead. Altaria lead, X Altaria is just horrible for me. Like, there's nothing really I can do. Especially if we see Peter here on the move. He shields, I shield. I have to switch out here into my Charizard. Hope that he stays in. Go for the Dragonclaw. But like, this is like, I'm in a horrible position right now. He goes into Stunfisk, which is interesting. I actually get to the Blast Burn before he goes to the move. He was definitely already the Rock side, but I think he did not calculate it correctly. I have to let go here. There's nothing really I can do, and I have to go into my Blaziken and farm all the way down. That's only a Rock Slide, so I have to let it go here as well. There's nothing really I can do. And I try to get like some energy advantage here already, because the Altaria would just farm me down at this point. So I did need to get like some energy advantage against the Altaria. I have to let this go because I think it does not as much. It still does a decent chunk. And then now I'm gonna try to get to a Flame Charge here. Now I have to hope that he has something weak in the back. And it's a Zangoose, which is of course a weak Pokemon. But it gets to his charge most like instantly. It's just like crazy, so there's nothing really you can do here. We have to kind of stack and hope and pray and whatever. We actually stack here, but it still won't work out. Good game to my opponent here, and I hope you like the showcase. I always like Triple Fire in every league. I think it's really decent, and I see you next time.